Well, hello everybody and happy Tuesday. Today is November 2nd and in 2021, and this is Lisa Freeman from stampingwithlisa.com, and I'm coming to you live right now from Facebook, on Facebook. So hopefully somebody will join me today. I didn't announce what time it was going to be today, so I'm just popping on. I was hoping to get on here by noon, but as my day goes, it's pretty common that things never happen when they're supposed to happen. So somebody stopped by, one of my customers stopped by, and she ended up staying like an hour. So that kind of threw my schedule off, but that's okay. Let me get my computer going, make sure I can see myself on here. And there I am. All right. Hey, Linda, how are you? It is a cold day in this house. It's not so cold outside. It's actually, I think, like 70. But this morning I woke up and it was 40-some degrees outside, and my house temperature was about 62. And I was freezing cold, so I put on my winter pajamas, turned the heat on, and tried to warm up. And I don't know why, I just cannot get warm. I've got it on 67 now, and I'm still freezing. So I had a jacket on, but I took it off to do the video. You can see the frost all around me, can't you? It's funny because when I look at I guess because the light's right over top of my head, kind of, it looks like I have like a halo effect. So it kind of looks like frost. It's frosted. All right, so I'm going to turn the camera down in a second. I want to tell you about a couple specials we've got going on. The first one is the Eden's Garden, and I know that's backwards for you. I'll show it the real way in a second. That starts today, so anybody can order it now. I've been showing lots of samples with that stamp set and the dies and the paper is awesome. Oh, bring them on camera. What do you mean? Hey, Deborah. Bring them on camera. I'm not sure what you mean. I'm gonna show it. When I turn it down, I'm gonna show it to you because it's backwards when I've got the camera flipped. But we've got the Eden's Garden special, which started today, and I've had lots of samples and lots of videos with that already in the past month, because as a demonstrator, we can order a month early. So I've showed you lots of things with that, including the quilt card the other day. Hey, Sharon. And today's card is not with Eden's Garden. It's a snowman card, because I went to put that away the other day after making the framed art that I did. And I just started to put it away, and I was like, no, I think I need one more card with that snowman this year. So I did one more, and it's really, really cute. So that's what we're making today. And also there is a new special starting on Thursday, and that is the starter kit special. So if any of you guys have been thinking about joining Stampin' Up! Or just getting a great deal, you don't really have to do anything if you get the starter kit, except get a discount. There's no requirements unless you want to stay active. In order to stay active, it is $300 a quarter, but you are active until April. So you're good for like the first 6 months. You don't really have to buy anything, but of course it's great if you do, because you get the discount. And then after you order so much stuff, then your discount gets bigger. So I'm going to tell you about that in a second, but I want to turn the screen down and you can see what I'm making today, because it's really cute. So hold on. Shut your eyes a second while I flip it down. And here we go. So hopefully this is straight. Let me scoot it over a little bit. Get my handy stand out of the way. All right, so this is the card we're making today. Isn't it beautiful? I love it, love it, love it. Hey, Cheryl. All right, so here is the Eden's Garden. If you haven't seen it yet, which if you've seen any of my videos, then you probably have, because I've done at least 3 or 4, I think, with that. And these are all the products you can get. So you've got the stamp sets, the dies, the paper, which is absolutely fabulous. If you saw my quilt cards the other day, it's just absolutely gorgeous paper. It's all embossed with gold. This cotton paper, which I haven't figured out what to do with it yet, but I just saw a card this morning with it, and now I know what to do. And so I'm going to make a card with that, maybe today. And then these gorgeous gems, which I just ordered because they were not available when I put my order in. And I can't wait to get those. And then you can also get the whole collection. It's $82 if you want to get everything on the page. And if you order the bundle, it is 10% off. So that starts today. So if you haven't gotten yours yet, you can get it now. So, and also, these 3 things right here are while supplies last. So the papers and the gems, if they sell out in a week or 2, they sell out, and that's it. So make sure you get yours early. I would hate for anybody to miss out on that, especially that paper, because it's so beautiful. The other special is the starter kit one. So I just have a little flyer here, but the special is for only $75, you get $125 of product and free shipping. So it's normally $99, so you're saving $24 off of that. And you can pick whatever you want for $125, get it for $75, and you get free shipping. So that is another $12.50 in savings. So that starts Thursday, and it's going to be for the rest of the month. So it's the 4th through the 30th. So I'll talk more about that on Thursday too. So here's the card we're making. This is up close, what it looks like. So we've got Mr. Snowman or Mrs. Snowman. I think it's more of a girly snowman, so it's a snow woman. And I did it on vellum, and I don't know if you can tell, but it's got white here because I embossed it, like dry embossed it with the stylus tool. So I'm going to show you how to do that. And then underneath is my Peaceful Cabin paper, which is called Peaceful Place. And I dyed the ribbon. So I'm going to show you how to do this exact same card. And that's the envelope that goes with it, which is the same envelope as my other card the other day. So it is super easy and lots of fun. You do need the Snow Wonder stamp set, or any snowman stamp set would work. And you need some kind of a pad. You have to have some kind of foam pad to do the embossing on here. So let me show you what you need. We've got an envelope, because you want to do an envelope for this one. And then we've got 5.5 by 8.5 Misty Moonlight, 5.25 by 4 white, and that's for the inside of the card. 4 by 5.25 DSP. I can't talk today. These are all the same size, so these 3 pieces are the same size, 4 by 5.25. I don't know why I wrote it backwards there. And this is vellum cardstock. This is the only kind that we used to sell vellum paper and vellum cardstock. Now we just have vellum cardstock, so you need that. And then this piece of the gingham ribbon, which is black and white. I didn't measure that. I just kind of go like this and make a loop and make a loop to make a bow, and then I cut a little bit extra, so I know I have enough. So it's probably about 12 inches maybe. I don't know, 10 or 12 at least. Yeah, I would say 12 inches probably. All right, so that's all you need to get started. So if you want to take a screenshot real quick, and we'll get going. Whoops. All right, so first thing we're going to do is stamp the snowman on the vellum. And vellum does have like a coating on it, so it does take a little bit longer to dry. So I'm going to stamp that real quick on the vellum and on the envelope and let it dry for just a minute. And we're using Memento Black. Ink it up really good. I just re-inked this pad, so it's nice and juicy. All right, and we want to do it pretty close to the bottom of the paper, right in the middle. And once you do it, you got to do it because you don't want to move it. If it moves, it'll smear, so just hold it a second. Hey, Maureen. All right, so there you go. And it does take a minute to dry, so we're just going to set it right there. And then I'm going to do it on the envelope. Everybody's always asking me what time I do videos, and you know, I just never know because it's never the same time. Although I will tell you, on Thursday, it will be at 7 o'clock because I have to work open to 6. Tomorrow, I mean not tomorrow, I have to close tomorrow and then open to 6 on Thursday. So I won't get home from work until about 6:15 or so. So I will be doing the video about 7 or maybe a few minutes late. Hopefully not, but sometimes I am. So hopefully you're used to that by now. And then probably Saturday night I will be at 7 o'clock too. So you have to be on Facebook though. I haven't figured out how to do YouTube yet, and it is a little bit different. So I got to work on that and make sure I figure out how to do it. Oh, you know what else I forgot? The inside of the card. All right, we need one more snowman for the inside of the card. So we need 3 of them after I just cleaned it. I watched a really good video this morning. When I am in bed, I like to watch YouTube videos of other stampers. So I woke up early this morning by accident just because I had to get up and go to the bathroom. And I was like trying to go back to sleep, and I started watching a video, and that was it. I just kept watching. So one of my favorite stampers is Artful Stamping with Ruth. And she's from the UK. And I absolutely love her. And so I was watching her for like 2 hours. And she just does some amazing stuff. But she made this card on the one I watched this morning. That was fantastic. Alright, I'm going to dab this off a little bit so I can see it's still shiny so it's not dry. So I'm just going to flip it over and just press it and get off the excess ink. Alright, so there was a lot left on there. Alright, so now we can color. So we're going to turn it over because when you're doing vellum, you want to color on the back of it. So we're going to color. We got to color 3 snowmen. Oh, I just smeared that too right there. Darn it. Oh well, we'll sponge it. Alright, so we're going to color starting with the nose and the holly. And I got to do it on all 3. So we're just going to color the nose here. And I'm going to do it on all 3 at the same time while I have the marker out. Okay, so just be real careful. You don't want to go out of the lines. And then I'm going to do the holly. The holly berries. And they're in red. And we'll do the ones on here. And then the ones on here. I'm trying not to smear anything. I already messed that one up. Don't you hate that when you do something and you mess it up? You don't want to start all over again. Alright, and then we're going to do the green leaves right there. And do them on here too. So 3 times you got to stamp and color. But it only takes a minute. Alright, and then the next one we're going to do is the Misty Moonlight. Those colors, in case you want to know, are Real Red. These are the markers too, not the blends. This is Real Red, Pumpkin Pie, and Mossy Meadow. Now we're going to use the blend, and this is Light Misty Moonlight. And we're going to color the scarf and the hat. And I have used the heck out of this Stampin' Blend in the last week or so. Because I have been doing this snow woman so much. I'm surprised it's not dried out yet because I have done it in class and everything. Alright, so just color her scarf. And this side is drying pretty quick. I guess the alcohol markers dry quicker. Alright, then we're going to switch it around and get the thin tip. And I'm going to do the thin tip with the little fringe here. And the buttons. And the eyes and the mouth. Okay, and then I'm just going to let that dry for a second, and then I'm going to do these real quick. So we're going to do this scarf, and I forgot to bring my color lifter in here with me, so it's going to be a little dark, because I like to use that color lifter to make the scarf and the hat lighter, and give it, you can tell this is getting a little bit worn. The tip of this is not really sharp anymore. Let me do this one too. So you make sure you really need to do really light coloring when you're using these Stampin' Blends and your markers. I'm like barely touching the paper because you don't want to mess up your tip. Alright, so that's it for that. Then flip it over. Use the thinner one for the eyeballs, the mouth, and the buttons, and the fringe on the scarf. So that one's done. The snowman is really easy to color, and normally I do, I color inside the snowman with the pool party, the light pool party, but since I'm going to sponge these, I didn't really need to do that. So, alright, so we're all done, I think. Oops, I missed this scarf right here. Alright, so now we're done. Alright, so all the snowmen are colored. Now what we're going to do is take our foam pad and the stylus. So you can use any stylus you want. There comes one on your score plate, your Simply Scored. Hey Marsha, how are you? You know the Simply Scored thing that you make your scoring lines on? There's one that comes with that, or if you have a Take Your Pick tool, you actually get two, one on each end. I'm going to use the fat tip because if you use the thin one, you have a greater chance of ripping the vellum. It does rip easily if you're doing this with something thinner. So all you're going to do is just go inside the snowman lines, and you're just going to color with the ball of this stylus. And when you do, it's going to start turning white. And you want to get it as solid white as you can, so you kind of have to go over it. And I'm going to try and not get that button right there too much, because I want it still to show through. So you want to get it really, really white. So I like to kind of go around the edge and then come back in. You can go straight across like that, but then I think it kind of leaves lines. So I like to go more in a circle and press it really good as you're going. And when I flip it over, you're going to be like, oh, that's so cool. This is one of my favorite techniques, and again, it's an oldie but a goodie. I was looking through cards again, and I found one. I should have brought it in here, but I found an old snowman set that had, I had done it on. And it was so cute. Oh, you know what I forgot to do is color the ribbon. I'll do that in a second. We had a slow night at work last night. We got out early because we started closing earlier at 8 o'clock so that we would get out by 10 o'clock, but we've been slow the last few days, so we actually got out like 8:15, 8:30 last night. And we were all like, woohoo, because that's a good night when you can get out that early. All right, so now I'm going to do the face. And you don't want to go out of the lines because you don't want to get like the hat white or anything, so... Alright, so you ready? And then you turn it over. Isn't that cute? So now he's all popped out and white. And I think it just makes it so much brighter. I just love it. I want to get a little bit more right here around his edge of his face. So cute. Alright, the only bad thing about vellum is it's hard to glue it down because glue shows through it. Hey, Pauline. So what we're going to do is put this behind it, and then you can see the trees really pretty through there. Isn't that beautiful? Love it, love it, love it. I actually tried to glue it with something, and it kept everything I tried it showed through. So what we're going to do is punch holes there and dye our ribbon, and then the ribbon's going to actually hold it on there. So I've got my ribbon here. Let me get my scrap paper. So we're going to color the ribbon with our blending brush. So just put it down here and go to town. And you can color this ribbon any color you want. You know I love coloring ribbon. For this one you do have to do both sides because it's not see-through. Alright, so there you go, and then turn it around, do the other end. And it dries very quickly. I don't know if it's because the brush kind of wipes it as it's going, but it does dry pretty fast. So I love this because this ribbon is so cute, and this looks good with any color. So I've done it in yellow and now blue, and it's just so cute. All right, and then we also want to sponge our envelope. Just give him a little blue, and then we're going to sponge the inside of the card, and hopefully you won't notice that blob right there. I need a snowflake or something to put on there, but I didn't bring anything, but I can hide it with a snowflake, so that'll work. Alright, so now we've got the inside, the envelope, and everything stamped except for the words. Oops, I forgot the words. So let's get that. So I forgot about this. You need a scrap of white for the words. And we're going to be using the Misty Moonlight for the words. Hey Diane. Hey Madonna. Hey Starla. How are you guys doing? Marcia, you love this technique with the turning the vellum white. I do too. I think it's so cool. All right, so there's the words. Oh, and we need to sponge that too, so hold on. Let me see if I got enough ink left in here to do that. And punch it out. This is the Elegant Tag Punch. One that's smart of me to put the name on there so I don't forget it. I think I did this too close to the, I mean, not close enough to the edge, so we got to cut it out just a little bit. I could have punched it out first, which is what I do a lot. All right, so we're going to sponge the edge of this. So I'm just going to take my blending brush, and I'm not adding any ink to it because I think it's already got enough on there. So just go right around the edge. This is called flecking. We used to do this all the time with the other sponges. And if you want to just add a little bit more in there too, you can. All right, so now we got that. So I think we're done stamping. I'm pretty sure. Oh, and this ribbon is, let's see, the gingham ribbon in black and white. And I think it's in the big catalog. I'm pretty sure. All right, so now we're going to punch our holes in here. So you got to make sure it's exactly even. And I've got my hole puncher. And what I did was, you just need to find a ruler or a piece of paper or something that has something straight on it. So I'm going to lay it down here right on this line and kind of center it. Let me see. I should get my ruler out. All right, so this is 4-inch paper, so 2 inches. So there's right there on the line. So just a smidge. So that's the center. And then I want to do my holes like maybe 1/8 of an inch on either side. So I'm going to just go down maybe this much and put a little dot. So I want one like right there and right there. So then we're going to punch our holes. Make sure your paper is good and even. And punch 1, punch 2. All right, and then I saw a really cool trick the other day. I've always just sat here and tried to pull this through the little hole, which usually works, but I saw a cute trick. So let me show you that you can also do with this, but use the thinner one. So flip it around. If you don't have one of these, you need to get one. So just put your ribbon over the hole and put your stylus in, and boom, it goes right through. Flip it over, put it over the hole again. Let's back it up over here. And boom, it just pushes it right through the hole for you. So you don't even have to sit there and like try and do it yourself. All right, so then we're just going to tie that into a bow. And that's going to hold our paper together. So we don't have to worry about glue. So we're just going to tie a little bow. It's always so stressful tying bows in front of everybody on camera. Because if you don't get it perfect, then you got to sit here and mess with it. But usually I'm pretty good at bows, so. I see I cut way too much ribbon for that, didn't I? You can trim this down a little bit. Alright, so trim this. What a waste. I hate to waste ribbon. We'll just trim it down a little bit. Alright, and then we want to put our words on with some dimensionals. So let me get a couple of dimensionals. Hey Danette. Hey Sarah. Hey, Sarah says, hey Lisa, love the snowman card. Thanks for the refresher on this technique. You're welcome. I know, that's why I love going through my old cards, because I find all sorts of techniques that I forgot about. Hey Rebecca, love the snowman. Hey Robin, you finally caught me live. Great, great. I know, everybody's always like, when are you going to be on live? And I'm like, I don't know. And also, this is a good thing too. So when you put words or something on here, on the vellum, you can actually tape behind it. So I can just go right here and put some tape, like where the words are. And I know it's not going to show there. So that also helps hold it in place. So I'll just press that down. So now it's actually on there a little bit more stable. So that's perfect. And then we're going to put that on our back piece. And I'm going to glue that with the green glue. And then we need to do the inside of the card. And I tried to put, when I was trying to use tape, I wanted to put a little bit of cotton behind there to make it puff out. But I couldn't get it to stay, so oh well. But it really looked cute when I had it back there and I was getting it. You ever have cotton and then have sticky hands? And so you've got sticky hands and you're trying to use a cotton ball and it's sticking everywhere and you can't get it off your hands? That's what was happening to me the other night. And I was like, what am I going to do? I cannot get this stuff off. And then I went and washed it. And it was still like sticking to my fingers. And I was like, ah! It's driving me crazy. All right. So we're almost done. Now we've got to put some bling on there. So I've got some pearls. My favorite silver pearls, which are really blue. We're going to put a few of those on. One right there. And then just a few all over. And let me see, we'll do one down here. And now, she or he, our snow girl, we'll call her Snow Girl, is done, I think. Yep. All right. What do you think? I probably should trim that ribbon a little bit more, but it's good enough. I didn't sponge it nearly enough either. Let me sponge a little bit more. I want it a little bit more dark. Okay. I think I'm going to trim this just a teeny bit more. All right, so what do you guys think? You love it, love it. Everybody says, love it, adorable. Love this card. Now you got to go back and watch from the beginning. Cutest snowman ever. I think it's a snow girl, though. We could give her some earrings. We could put like little pearls right there, and she could have earrings. That would be cute. All right, so thank you guys for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed this video, and hopefully you'll try this technique too. Thanks, Maureen. Thank you guys, and thank you for sticking around with me on this Tuesday. And oh, it's also voting day, so if you haven't, I don't know if everybody's voting. I know in Virginia we have a big governor's race, so I already went and voted. Thank you, Robin, and your favorite colors too. I know my favorite colors are blues too. Thanks, Darla. Thanks, Marcia. You guys have an awesome rest of your day. I'll be back Thursday at about 7 o'clock after work, so I'll be running in the door and changing into my pajamas. I don't know if I'll show myself or not, but we'll see how the day goes. All right, you guys enjoy the rest of your day. Don't forget, you can order anytime right here. Here's the new host code for November 1st through 15th. Don't forget the Eden's Garden special and the starter kit special starts Thursday. I'd love to have you join my team, and all the details are going to be on my website. So I'll see you soon. Have a great day. Bye-bye.